March 23rd, 2006 at 10 a.m. in the morning. Yes. Okay. I don't know why that day and time sticks in my head. Basically accepting the fact that things are not going to be the same.
Everything changes.
Everything changes. And I mean, some things are not always bad. You may have to do a little bit different, but some things are bad. It's just how you handle a situation.
What is the most memorable bad thing that you experienced?
Not being able to go to work and then having to depend on my family, because it was like moments where things was just going crazy. And so when you're an independent person and you're always doing stuff, you're strong-minded, and now you're to the point where, okay, I put my keys here and now I don't remember where I put them. I know I put my wallet in my purse, but I can't find it. And then it's like you have to take that moment, take a deep breath, and then go back, and the wallet is sitting right there in the purse where you put it. And same thing with the keys. It's like you're having to train yourself to put everything in the same spot all the time.
Because as you've said in the past, it affects everything.
Everything.
Multiple things going crazy at the same time.
Exactly.
Physically, cognitively,
right.
Emotionally, all of it is a part of this journey.
Yes, it is. I think that is the most important, because you want to keep track of how the illness is progressing, or if it's at a standstill. You always want to know. You always want to be on top of yourself. And you're not a doctor, so you need the professional to keep you on whatever path you need to be on. The doctor may say, I don't feel like this medication is working for you. Would you be open to trying something else? And it's a continued journey.
Absolutely.
Because like I said before, there have been people that has been on double-digit medications.
Exactly.
And it's just trying to find that one that you can still function with. And that's the most important thing.
Yes. And an MS specialist or a good neurologist will do that.
Right, exactly.
We're going to find that medication, we're going to find the behavior that is recommended.
YouTube is wonderful. They have, Terrell has always found like exercise for people with MS. You just type that in, exercise.
Terrell is your husband.
Yes.
He's in the one of the videos.
Yes.
So, okay, thank you.
Yes, and you just type that in, exercise for individuals with MS, because they have like chair exercise, because they have a lot of people that are in wheelchairs and they're not stable, so you know you have to sit down and do it.
Things you can do.
Right,
there are
exactly.
Things there
right.
You can watch.
Exactly. And then it's a magazine called Brain and Life.
Okay.
And it's just different stories.
This is a new one on me. I didn't know that.
Brain and Life. They have different stories and advice in there. And it's actually, it was a TV personality that was on one of the covers. I should have researched that. But I think he has MS, or he has a family member that has MS.
Okay.
And so he was on the cover and he explained whatever was going on with him. Then it's MS Focus.
Okay.
That's another one. And I have a phone number.
Website?
You can go on the website, but it's also a phone number. I can give the phone number as well.
Yes, please.
And so that
we'll
phone,
put that on
you put it on there? Okay. And then this one is the National MS Society.
And that's a website.
That's a website, .org,
Okay, gotcha.
And there's a phone number as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they are wonderful, because anytime I have any questions about anything, I've had people that were in my group.
MS Warriors of Southwest Louisiana, and
right.
I'm going to put the phone number and the email address for that on this video. But that's another outlet where
yes.
somebody can who is having issues with support.
Right.
You'll meet once a month.
Once a month. But it's with the support group, it's a bubble room where you can bounce off the other members in the group, and you're not being judged, because because a lot of people don't talk because they feel like, oh no, I don't know what they're gonna say if I tell them that something went crazy this month. But I need somebody to talk to.
Or just to be around them.
Be around them.
There.
Exactly.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, you don't have to say anything.
Enjoy the company, socialize
That's it.
as much as you feel comfortable. But
yeah,
there are people here who can help you understand that you're not alone. Again,
right. Because a lot of times with dealing with this, you do feel isolated. And you do, I mean, it's not just with MS, it's like with any illness. It's a struggle. But if you can find people that are there for you to support you, that is a wonderful thing, and you can live your best life. They had to move to another state, and they wanted to find a support group. I was able to call them, and they gave me a list, and I was able to share it with the people.
That is priceless.
Yeah,
that's
and
wonderful.
So I've had like a couple of my members that after Hurricane Laura, they had to move like to Galveston, and I think one moved somewhere upstate. I can't remember the state exactly, but I was able to call them and get a support system for them, and give them the information.
Talk about a welcome.
Yes.
In a place where they were, might not have known anybody.
Right, exactly.
Somebody there.
Right, and they call. I just tell them, if you just want to talk.
Yes.
Because like I said, because I have some that they can't make the meetings, but I tell them, just call me if you want to just talk over the phone, and and if you need help with anything, just let me know, and I'll do what I can to find the information.
So the important thing about today's lesson is there is always
some support.
Some support, someone to listen.
Yes.
And that is huge. So
yes.
Thank you, Mawri, very much for that.
That is the best thing, because I have all of that. I have the comedian husband and children. And so I've been blessed in that aspect. But I have met people where the wife left the husband because she just said, I can't deal with this, and I'm not going to deal with it. And so he was left. I think his mom was the one who was helping take care of him.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, but that doesn't happen for everybody. And as far as the support system, because not everybody has a family like I have. And some people are like, okay, this family member might have had it, but they're dealing with it better than you are. I'm not that person. It affects everybody differently, mentally, physically, whatever. And so you have to respect that, and you have to demand it from that person. Whoever is telling you that, you have to say, look, that person is not me.
Yes.
And this is the way I'm handling it. There you go.
Yes.
Exactly. And so this is how I'm dealing with it. And if you cannot support me in that, then maybe, we need to,
Yes.
So it's just, you don't want to be raw like that, but sometimes you have to be.
Yeah, it's pretty raw. What you're going through.
That's it. It is. It's not something that we lobbied for, So, it's just, okay, this is what we have, but we can't let it control our lives. So, I mean, you really have to find some kind of median to deal with it. You have to find something every day that makes you happy. I know it's hard because I'm in the middle of it, and I always say that it's trying to stay positive, because it's some days where things are just going hell west wild and crooked. I'm sorry.
That's right.
But you still have to push through it, no matter what it takes. You may have to just sit in a corner and take some deep breaths, or you may have to scream, because if whatever is gonna work for you at that moment, in that moment, you have to do it in order to keep your sanity.
You had shared in one of the previous ones that now Hurricane Laura took something from you, and but you talked about having a punching bag and a bat.
Yes.
And that's what served you quite well.
Yes,
and
very
so
well.
That's what you're talking about, just some outlet.
Yeah.
Or even just, a moment where you sit alone and breathe.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that you do to live your best life. Is there anything else of living your best life that you would like to share?
You have to pray.
Okay.
And I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I'm not pushing any religion or anything. It's not about religion. Right. It's just that you have to know that it's important to pray.
Yes.
That is important. If you feel stuck, just pray for guidance.
Yes.
Just, what am I supposed to do?
Yes.
What do you want me to do? And the answer will come. I mean, it sounds, people that might not believe or whatever it literally works.
Absolutely. Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
because I have seen it. I've experienced it. And because it's like you're at your wit's end. Okay, you need to make this decision about possibly going to another doctor. Yes. Because this doctor, you don't feel like you're getting what you need from them. Okay, can you please guide me, on the path where I need to go? And the answer will come, because it'll come from, it could possibly come from a person making a phone call, and just out of nowhere, that conversation comes up, and I met this doctor, and so there you go.
There we go. That's the opening.
That's it right there.
You can't demand the time.
Right.
You can't say I want it now.
Right.
Just pray and be open
It'll
to
be
whatever is being sent.
Right.
It does arrive.
Yes.
It's always arrived. In 64 years, I'm not going to ask. But,
55.
It always arrives.
Yeah.
So thank you, Mawri, for all of that. Is there anything I didn't ask that you prepared for that, or that you want to share?
Let me see if it's anything.
Important you feel to live your best life.
Be faithful, positive, and productive for yourself. You have to be diligent about what you need. And if nobody can read your mind, so you have to get outside yourself, get outside your feelings, and communicate. The most important thing is try to do something, like I said previously, every day that makes you happy, whatever it is.
Yes. That's a great.
Whatever it
very
is.
Much, yes.
Because it's important for your sanity and for your well-being.
And you may discover something about yourself that I never knew I would like something like this.
Exactly.
If you keep thinking about it every day, you get more creative. You get.
Let me add this to it. Maybe
yes,
this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So wonderful advice, Mawri. Thank you. I am learning so much with this, Mawri. And for someone who is not a part of this, the
right.
this community. I just feel so much more educated since we started talking. Just great admiration of you.
Thank you very
Carol
much.
And Ellen and, and your family. just some beautiful things that are possible. But I get a much better sense of how to live your best life, so that if anybody asks, I can share.
Right.
So I consider myself to be a substitute warrior.
Well,
EMS
thank
warrior.
you. You are
So,
in, what is it? When you are knighted.
Thank you, my queen. Excellent. I will be a knight in shining armor for
MS
for
Warriors.
The MS Warriors. So thank you so much for this.